Hi, my name is Kiara Gutierrez, and I will be doing my informational speech. And the overall theme is serial killers. According to facts.net, 70% of all known serial killers come from America, which is pretty terrifying. So I will introduce a few famous ones, their victims, and where they are now. I will cover the Zodiac Killer, Myra Hindley and Ian Brady, and the Sunset Strip Killers. Since the 10th grade, I've taken 3 criminal justice related classes at the high school level in sociology and psychology at the college level. The Zodiac Killer is known for being mysterious, and his murders have been unsolved for a very long time, and he was known for putting codes into the newspaper and sending them off to news outlets, and so they could publish it, and it's like a whole frenzy, and everyone was going crazy. His victims, which he has 7, the 7 victims are Paul Stein, Cecilia Shepard, Brian Hartnell, Darlene Farron, Mike Majo, David Faraday, and Betty Lou Jensen. And these victims they range from 16 to 30 years old. Their deaths happened in California during the 1960s. Victims were stabbed, shot, or a mixture of the two, sometimes in a couple pair, and then or alone. There were 2 survivors of 2 different instances, and that was Majo and Hartnell. As of now, the police do think that they have found the killer, but it's as of 2021 that they have now kind of come to a conclusion, and they first started in 1960, so that's a lot of time span. If this is the killer, his name is Gary Francis Post, and he died in 2018. Now that I've covered this infamous killer, I'm going to talk about Myra and Ian, aka the Moores murders. They killed children and teens in their 20s, ranging from 10 years old to 17 years old. According to the Manchester Evening News, Pauline Reed, John Kilbride, Keith Bennett, Leslie Ann Downey, and Edward Evans were their victims. These happened in Britain during 1963 and 1965. Each were kidnapped, many abused, recorded, and then beaten to death with an object or by another method. As of now, they were sentenced to life in jail and have now died. These 2 had no sympathy for human life. They were known for burying their victims and leaving them in a open field, and nobody and then one of the kids were never found. I believe they only had his skull. They don't know where the rest of him is because there's such a vast land area. But they're terrible. So the next killer I'm going to talk about are the Sunset Strip Killers, which is aka Carol Bundy, not to be confused with Ted Bundy, and Douglas Clark. Their victim demographic is wickedness.net states that their victim demographic or the people were Gianna Morano, Cynthia Chandler, Marnette Comer, Exie Wilson, Karen Jones, and 2 unknown victims. Their deaths occurred in LA from 1984 to 1985. They would rape and kill women and young girls, shooting them and then leaving their bodies to be disposed somewhere else for the police to find them. Doug was sentenced to death row in 1983, where he remains. Bundy was sentenced to 52 years and died in 2003. We now know the Sunset Strip Killers. All these killers are well-known and widely publicized serial murders, each with victims, killing methods, and their very own special ending. So to recap, I talked about the Zodiac Killer, Myra Hindley and Ian Brady, and then the Sunset Strip Killers. Since the 1980s, there are still 222,000 unsolved serial killer murders in the U.S. alone. And that's according to facts.net. So the next time you say hello or open the door or do anything nice for someone, just remember that they very well could be another Zodiac, a Myra, an Ian, or even a Sunset Strip killer.